You're listening to Winnipeg's Classic 107. My name is Simon Rusnak. This weekend, choristers converge on Assiniboine Park in a free outdoor festival celebrating the joys of group singing. Gather takes place at the Lyric tomorrow, and to hear more about it, I'm joined by Manitoba Choral Association Executive Director Jenny Steinke-Magnus. Welcome back to the show, Jenny.
Thanks, Simon. Good to be here.
Well, great to have you, especially ahead of such a wonderful initiative, one first held back in 2022. Remind us how this came together in the first place, the idea of gathering to celebrate choral singing.
Yeah, so originally in 2022, as we all remember, we were just coming out of the throes of the pandemic. And so we decided that we wanted to come together to celebrate choral music again, because during the pandemic, many choirs shut down, suspended their activities. If you remember, it was probably the most dangerous thing that you could do during the pandemic, was get together and sing together. So we thought, now that we're kind of coming out, let's do this safely. So we decided to do it outdoors. And we wanted to just celebrate a return to singing. And it was always intended to be a one-off event. And but then, this year came along an opportunity with the City of Song Winnipeg Arts Council initiative. And they said, would you like to hold, some singing events throughout the year? And we said, actually, we have the perfect event that would bring together Winnipeggers for a celebration of singing. So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that first one well. I mean, like you say, emerging and gathering together again after a very long time without singing. This time it feels like there's, this is a celebration, right? It's part of the city's 150th sesquicentennial. Can you talk a little bit more about the City of Song initiative and the kind of spurring behind the return of Gather?
Yeah, so last year, Winnipeg Arts Council approached us and said, we have this really great idea to celebrate Winnipeg's 150th anniversary, and we just think it would be so great to put the spotlight on choirs and group singing for the year. And we said, sign us up. So 2024, all year long, we've been doing lots of events. A lot of choirs have been doing extra events. Other arts organizations have been collaborating with choirs. So this has really been a big year for choir in the city, and it's only going to continue for the next few months until the end of December. There's lots of events lined up. So Gather is just one of many, many events in the City of Song initiative. But yeah, we're just happy to be playing our part.
What a great initiative it is. It has just been so inspiring seeing so many choirs putting themselves forward. And speaking of choirs, how many are going to be participating in Gather tomorrow? Have you done the count, Jenny?
Yeah, so we have 11 choirs, but we also have some extra acts as well. So lots of different singing acts, but yeah, 11 choirs from around the city. And they are of all styles, genres, ages, everything that you can think of will be represented there.
I imagine there's some return performers and some new ones as well participating in Gather this year, right?
Yes, there are actually quite a few new ones. There are only a couple of returning, and the rest are all new. And they were just very excited to have the opportunity to sing. I know it's early in the season, so sometimes it's hard to find choirs that are able to come out and sing so early. But we've got a lot of new ones. There have been a couple of choirs that we collaborated with over the past year. We have Musica singers, the Winnipeg's Filipino choir, Dominion Voices, our Nigerian church choir. They participated in our intercultural festival back in March. We've got a few high school choirs. We've got Winnipeg Nurses Choir, Incantatum singers. They sing quote-unquote geek music, as they like to call it. So lots of different kinds of music represented. Vocal jazz. We have Due North Voices. So many choirs. Definitely come out and hear them.
And it is going to be a full day of singing from about 9:30 a.m. roughly through about 4. But it's... You sort of alluded to this already, not just watching choirs sing, right? I know the day begins with mindful yoga for singers, a workshop that's happening on the lawn, right? Tell us about some of the other initiatives that are happening.
That's right, yeah. So the yoga workshop, we had this at the last event, and we had people coming up to us saying, I came specifically for the yoga. Like, wow, okay. So Rose Vanderhooft represents Blue Rose Voice Yoga, and she leads, it's a yoga workshop for singers, essentially, focusing on the breath, and kind of preparing your body for singing. So that's how we're going to start the day. We've got a few other things throughout the day. We've got the Mishkota Bijiki Anishinaabeg drum group that will open up the day with singing. And they are a women singing and drumming group. So they will come, they'll be the openers. And then we have those guys coming later in the day. They're a cappella. Of course, everyone they're very well known in Winnipeg. And so they'll be singing. And then we're going to end the day with a sing-along. So everybody is invited to participate in that. We'll have songbooks for you. We would just love to have people out at the end of the day to finish off the day singing together.
That sing-along is going to be very special indeed. You mentioned there are going to be some songbooks. For those very keen, I think you can get those now through the MCA website, mbchoralassociation.ca. I mean, it's a full day, Jenny. I mean, from 9:30 until about 4. I imagine the idea is people could come and go as they like. They can settle in for the whole day, of course, if they want to. But there's going to be food and vendors that are also there as well, right? If they do want to hang out for the day?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got everyone covered. So we've got some food trucks, a coffee stand. We've got a little vendor market, like a artisan market, so people can go and peruse crafts and things while they are listening to the music. We've got a games area, outdoor games area that you can go and play, lawn games and things like that. We've got an arts and crafts area led by Arts Junction. So they're going to be doing some really cool artistic, creative things on the grounds. And we've got some different community spaces as well. Just lots of things there for people to do. Bring your lawn chairs, your blankets, come sit for the day. It's supposed to be beautiful weather. We're crossing our fingers that holds. So
yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask you about. I mean, looking at this forecast, it appears like it's going to be a beautiful, sunny, almost summery late September day. Yeah. But this is a rain or shine event, right?
That's right. Yeah, we are going to go ahead, rain or shine. We don't have a backup, venue for if there's rain. So we definitely want everybody to come out and we're going to go ahead, whether even if it's chilly or anything like that. Yeah.
There is a lot that goes into putting an event like this, one that wouldn't be possible without the help of volunteers. They certainly deserve a special shout out, don't they?
Absolutely. Yeah. We have a really great team that's been helping plan this behind the scenes, our volunteer committee. And we also do have a lot of volunteers that have signed up to come throughout the day to help on hand. We actually we also have a raffle that's happening. So we've got people helping with the raffle tickets. We got people helping to check in performers, to host to help the choirs know where to go, things like that. So yeah, definitely the volunteers really do make it happen. So.
And I would imagine there's still room for a few more.
Definitely, yeah. We've got a few spots left to fill. So if anyone is interested, we do encourage you to visit our website and sign up. Yeah.
Well, very fantastic indeed. I'm looking forward to being there in the afternoon, doing some hosting duties and listening to some performances. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to people to hang out and gather together and celebrate our incredible choral community here. For those who are listening and thinking like, oh boy, there's a lot going on this weekend in Winnipeg, what would you say to encourage them to come out to the event, Jenny?
Well, I think that, we do have a really supportive community here. A lot of people know somebody in a choir and they've been to a choir concert. I guess I would encourage you to maybe come out and see a choir maybe that you've never seen before. Come experience the excitement, the community feel. This is a very community-focused event, and it's free. So, you really can't get any better than that. Come out for a day in the park and support your local choral arts community. We're doing some great things. The choirs are doing some great things, and they just are really excited to share their music with people.
So go be a part of it at Gather. The Lyric Theatre in Assiniboine Park takes place tomorrow, September 28th from 9:30 a.m. until about roughly 4 p.m. More details at mbchoralassociation.ca or classic107.com under the events tab. Jenny, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Simon.